This is the number one skill you can learn in life, and it will take you further than any course, any new skill, any connection ever will. It took me personally being a homeless child from 12 to 18 with no handouts, no directions, no support to a 7+ figure business owner having 6-figure months. And also being a 2-time best-selling author, speaking on massive stages, and so much more. All because of one super simple skill that most people never actually learn or master. And that skill, I'm going to show you pretty soon. I'm going to show you super quickly what it can really do for you. Because I've published 4 books now. And the last 2 of those both became bestsellers. And it became bestsellers because of the skill I'm going to share with you in this video. So let's show you super quickly the book I'm talking about. It's called Becoming Royal. Within 24 hours of me launching this book, it became a bestseller. And this book is all about journaling to a high degree, how to actually get things done. This book is actually a big part of too what got me to being a massive business owner for 100 people on my team, doing massive things in commercial real estate in my main business, but also coaching as well on the side because my passion. I love helping other people, especially those who are not as far along the journey as they want to be. And for more context for you, can see here, I had number 1 new release and number 1 on bestseller for psychology, consulting, more psychology, list goes on. We have this on Amazon, hot new releases. We passed Marcus Aurelius' book 2 times. This is Meditations, one of the best books out there. And what's funny about that is this book actually has quotes from people like Marcus Aurelius and Plato and Socrates as well in the book. So it's kind of like a poetic, justice in a way. But number 1 for new release, we had number 1 bestseller on Amazon here as well. Again, above Meditations and many other big artists, writers and authors as well. You can see here, I'm on this top new release too. And this list is massive. It is big authors. People getting thousands of reviews on their books. We have it for journal writing, which is what this book really is. Number 1 new release. And you see here, same thing for bestseller. We have it for bestseller overall. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you, not to brag and impress you, but to kind of press upon you on why this skill is so important, because when you hear the opposite of all this stuff, it's going to blow your mind. And right now, number 2, we should be number 1, honestly, any day now for bestsellers as well for journal writing. But again, this is a huge author, so is this one. And we're passing all of these big authors because of this one skill that I'm going to show you in this video. And then keep on going, psychology, more psychology, number 1 bestseller, people 3,000+ reviews, 2,000+ reviews. These are well-known authors who are taking up big spaces. And we did this 2 times now with this book and also my other best-selling book called Real Estate Secrets. We come here and kind of scroll down real fast. Also, number 1 new release book above people like Brandon Turner, Selling Sunset, and also next to Alex Hormozi's book as well. And it's all because of one super simple thing. And I want you to write this down. The number 1 skill that you can learn in your life is not giving up. Write that down. It sounds simple, but write down not giving up. Because if you do that, I can guarantee you, no matter what you're doing, no matter what your goal is, you can achieve it. I am proof of that. Because I shouldn't be here. If you look on my life as a whole, from where I started to where I'm at now, it does not make sense. I used to be in jail, and dead, on drugs, a statistic, 100%. My earliest memories I have as a child is my dad beat my mom up. I was molested at 5 by 2 older boys. They pinned me on my little cousin, my little sister, all the things. I had a terrible speech impediment that was so bad until like my late 20s. I've done tons of speech therapy and coaching to get past that, but I was picked on non-stop as a child. And I'm not saying to make you feel bad for me. All those things helped me become the man I am today. And also helped me be an inspiration, hopefully, to some of you watching this, to know if I can do this, so can you. But it was so bad that a 7th grade teacher told me that I would never push a shopping cart for a living. Like, can you believe that? To tell a 6-year-old child it can never amount to anything. And the reason why that was is because, one, I had a terrible speech impediment, so she wouldn't understand what I was saying to her. And 2, I was born with lead poisoning until I was 6. It finally left my system then. After lots of blood work, they found out it was gone. And then, fast forward, being homeless from 12 to 18. My mom left the country. My dad didn't want me. I was always on the streets at my friend's house, sleeping in house to house to house to house, frozen benches and cars and stairwells, you name it, I went through it. And the only reason why I'm here now, even despite all those things, going to jail for selling weed and doing dumb things to my friends and bad influences and so forth, for drinking liquor, is because I didn't give up. If you look on this channel right now, and you scroll back to the beginning, you can see my first ever video, which was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And I've been trying to make content ever since. And what has helped me the most was not giving up. Now, I will say I've pivoted a lot. And that's fine, especially if you're young. Like you can see here, first video was 47 seconds long. And I thought it was a lifetime. I had crazy hair, super long. I was a hippie, spiritual person, trying to teach people what I'm doing now, honestly, how to live a better life and overcome hardships. And luckily, I never gave up. And since then, I became a massive entrepreneur. I sold $250,000 in courses and programs. I've done massive things, from production on real estate, over $3.7 billion in deals for my team I have myself. And this is just one of my channels. Another channel too, reaching 1 million plus people. I've been hosted a TV show on Amazon Prime, HGTV, and so forth. So again, all the things I've done. And it's only because I stayed in the game. And the way to do that is to think in worst case scenarios. If you quit, what would happen? How bad would it be? Would you go to a bad place? Would you be homeless? Would you be in jail? Would you be fat? You name what the case might be. What's the worst case scenario? And then break down what is the best case scenario for you if you don't give up. What could your life look like? And normally, the pro outweighs the con, so much so that it forces you to do that, but have that contrast of that con makes you run away from pain towards that pleasure. That's why you need both of them. Because humans are simple creatures. We will walk towards pleasure. So our dream life is pleasure. We'll walk towards that. But we will sprint as fast as we can from pain. So you know that pain point, and you know if you stop, that will help you keep going. And for me, my mantra as a child was like, if I stop moving, I will die. That was my mantra. I still have that today, even though I'm successful. I have a whole family, I have a son, the whole 9 yards, and I still think that sometimes. And it's only because of my conditioning and also me not having a ability to this point to give up. I knew if I gave up back then, I would die. So it forced me to run away from that towards that dream life. So for you as well, do the same exact thing. And on top of that, how can you anchor in motivations? Either internal or external. So it's intrinsic and extrinsic motivations. Internal, those are mostly selfish things. It's like, I want to buy a Lamborghini or a Porsche. I drive a Porsche because the internal motivation. It could be I want to make $100K a month. That is internal. I want to have a big success online, have lots of followers. Internal. Those will help you get motivation to keep going. But once you hit that goal, two things happen. Either one, you say, okay, let's make a new goal that's even bigger, keeps you in the game, which is most ambitious people at least. Or you hit that goal and you stop growing. You stop doing things. And we don't want that. We want you to keep on growing and evolving every single day. Number two, for external goals, which I think is more powerful, these are the kind of goals that are all about other people. I want to give my wife a great life. I want to retire my parents. I want to pay for my son's college. I want to make a nonprofit. For me, I want to help over 3 billion people around the world live better lives. I want to build cities. My internal goal is to become a billionaire one day through my companies and use most of that capital and the social capital to fund into my nonprofits and holistic approaches, helping people live better lives, coaching, foundations, you name it, on that side of the spectrum. So for me, I have 2 big goals, but they feed each other, so I'm in the game longer. When I first started off on this channel, my goal was to reach 1,000 people. I've reached 25 million people personally on Instagram in the past 12 months, not including my TV show. My goal back then was to make like 5 or 10K a month. Like, that was the goal. And now, that'd be terrible for me. That would be awful because my life is more than that. But now it's like I've done 100K months. And now it's like having to do 200K, $1 million months. So you can see how that happens for yourself. But you really understand that giving up will be the number one thing that stops you from your dreams. And people do it every single day. Like every diet, it pretty much works. Every business model works. And I'm not saying I'm a saint. Like I've quit so many businesses, but I haven't quit business. Like think about that. You might be in the same spot. You can quit businesses, but don't quit business. And again, most people watching this are entrepreneurs. That's my target audience, entrepreneurs. And I've done drop shipping, I've done book writing, I've done coaching, I've done real estate more than once, and then investing, I've done wholesaling, flipping, I've done e-com, I've done restaurants, you name it, I've done it. I've done a lot of businesses. And only reason why I'm successful now, because I quit one business because I didn't like it or wasn't working for me at the time or had a huge skill gap, but then I used those skills that I did learn on a new business, got more success. And again, got more success. And for me, my first big success was my marketing agency I had 6 years ago. And I used the agency skills of marketing and branding and sales into real estate. And then I made lots of money. And then I did a brokerage. And then I did my new stuff, my investment firms and coaching. All because I have more and more skill sets. I'm just going more and more and more. And now I make more in a month than I did in a year. And it's all because you have to understand that when you are pursuing a goal, you need to think in long time horizons. This is the infinite game. It doesn't have to be done in a year or 3 years or even 5 years. You say, hey, if I stay in this for 10 years, you'll probably make it work. Especially if you do one business model. Like, if I could go back in time, I'd probably pick real estate in the beginning or marketing as an agency owner in the beginning and just did that for 10 years. I'd probably be 10 times more successful than I am now. Like, without a doubt. And even to this day, it's like I will do just real estate as my main business, which is commercial real estate for the most part, and some resi, and also I do coaching because it feeds my soul and makes me happy. But overall, I have one business model for the past 6 years now. I've just been real estate, and I've got a massive success because I've done that. I've done real estate and coaching, my 2 businesses I do. So for yourself as well, have a long time horizon, and don't be in a hurry to get there. When you have that mindset, you become unbeatable. You just focus on yourself, on your business, on your body, your relationships, and I can guarantee you, if you do that long enough, there's no way that you will not be successful or have your goal accomplished. It could be in any endeavor. So this is helpful for you guys. Make sure you drop some likes down below. Leave some comments as well. What questions you have for me? What kind of content you want to see more of? I love doing this. Again, I'm like not really monetizing this channel or my coaching programs. Like I have them, but like my main business is my commercial firm. I have tons of employees and it takes up a lot of my time. That's my main endeavor. But I love doing this, which is why I make videos, have a free school community, why I publish books, why I do all the public speaking I do. I just love this. So if you want any help down below, let me know. Happy to help out as much as we can. And of course, make sure you subscribe. I make content for you, and having you subscribe helps me have more motivation to do more of these. And I'm not talking to avoid. But as always, y'all kings and queens, and abundance is your birthright. Bonus thing for you too. If you want my free book that is becoming a bestseller for free, go down below into my website called jordansuber.com. And you can see here I have all my books in one spot, of these new ones. I see all the books I have on this site, but you can download PDF totally for free. There's no opt-ins on this site either on Score. You can get all you want in one spot. Again, this book has really changed my life drastically because it really breaks down daily actionable steps for yourself to get more done every single day. And see, like, I have a letter from myself to you, where I started from, how to reclaim your crown, how to use the journal. We have our missions. We have a whole bunch of strategies for you. And I'll help you get started as well for the whole year or for that next quarter. And there's hard copies too. So just so you know, if you want to buy a hard copy, you can. Again, I don't carry the way. I know people like hard copies, so I made that for you too. But you can see here though, this book really breaks down what to focus on, top 25 missions, how to be more accountable, some powerful questions for yourself. We have the one thing, again, how to grow your empire, this is outreach, you have connections and support, you have your evening journal, more powerful questions, and you have your daily traits, outreaches, results, fulfillment, impact, education, health. And then you have your royal planner from gratitude, mission, self, royal pages. Because a lot of journals I see, and I've done tons of them in the past, are so like one-sided. It's like just about mindset, or it's just about journaling, or it's just about like gratitude. And for me, like, you should have all that in one single spot and have it in a way that actually promotes and empowers you to get success. And a lot of people have tons and tons of long morning routines. You don't need that. It takes like 10 minutes a day, maybe 25 at most, if you do evening and mornings for the whole day. But you get more success that pushes you to get success. It asks these questions for you to make sure that you're progressing in your life. I have stuff in here for financial, emotional, spiritual. I have stuff on your weights and your body territory, I guess, your mile, your print, your squat. You have people relying on you. You have your treasury. All the stuff that truly matters to me, at least, as a human in the real world, is this kind of stuff here. So if you do this, I can guarantee you, you will have more success. And if you couple that with not giving up and not quitting, you cannot fail. So again, kings and queens, abundance is your birthright. Make sure you share this video, and I'll see you at the top.